Okay, Plumbers and they just beat BCM, but I don't know what they
Welcome to the second semifinal of Georgia Tech's Intramurals Ultimate Frisbee. We have the Plumbers coming out on offense, featuring Tri players Aiden and Chris G, as well as Tri B players Isaac and Garrett. Beautiful swing to Aiden. To Chris G, who looks to shoot it. And the shot goes up to a streaking the offensive player Isaac with a free open goal.
Black team is Swingers.
Swingers?
Swingers.
So Plumbers versus Swingers. It is now 1-0 Plumbers with a beautiful deep shot from Chris G. Plumbers with the pull. Aiden with the huge pull. Deep into their end zone. My tripod is slanted for some reason. The Swingers slowly working the disc up the field, taking good looks, and it appears that he is now trapped on the sideline with an upline throw, and it is hauled in. They swing it back to the middle. He breaks the mark with a beautiful throw. Another inside backhand. This kid is a lefty. He swings it back to their center handler, who puts it upline for a beautiful upline. Swinging it back to the middle of the field. The downfield appears to be relatively static. And a shot goes up. Oh, and it bounces off his foot.
Black team is getting a sub.
Black team is doing a substitution. I'm not sure how intramural substitutions work. The disc is being brought in by Aiden at the front cone of his own end zone with 70 yards to go. The disc is now tapped in. The disc is live. An inside throw goes off to Isaac. Now to Chris, who shoots it deep to streaking Aiden, who hauls it in, but he's just shy of the end zone line. Can he convert this break? Yes, he can. And the Plumbers get the first break of the game. 2-0.
1 minute.
12 minutes.
12 minutes, okay.
So 12 minutes to go until half. The Plumbers, led by the Berry College contingent, are currently up 2-0. Aiden with the disc signals for the pole. And the pole goes off. And it is a huge and beautiful pole. And it is hanging and hanging. And it is out of bounds. The disc will be brought in 25 yards in front of their end zone at the middle of the field. Well, it's supposed to be brought in there, but apparently this individual is not aware of the rules and chooses to take it on the sideline, which effectively traps him there. And this might cause a short field turnover. He fakes out Aiden, and the shot goes up.
Oh, what a shot.
And it is completed. Correct, I am wrong, I guess. Bringing it on the sideline for a huge yardage gain. Must be the way to go. Oh, and he punts it. And it is almost saved by a sliding player. Chris G for the Plumbers. I don't know why the disc is there. Oh, stall was called. Okay, so Isaac brings it in with around 50 yards to go. He throws a nice backhand. I wasn't filming. The score is now 3-0 in favor of the Plumbers, with Aiden readying for the pull for the Plumbers. The hand goes up, the pull is signaled, and the pull goes off. And we are now out here on our fourth point of this Intramurals semifinal. Center handler for the Swingers picks up the disc, and the upline is overthrown. Chris G picks up the disc with a fast break to Aiden. The fast break is not so fast. Center to Garrett, who swings it to the open side to Chris G. Another, a poach blocked in the open side lane. The center handler for the Swingers appears to be a little tired. The 5-minute warning goes off. He is using his arsenal of fakes. The throw is blocked by Chris G, who swings it off the sideline to the center. Who throws, overthrows a swing with an unconventional flick. Garrett cannot haul it in.
This is the first 2 turnovers from the Plumbers.
That is true. It is indeed the first 2 turnovers from the Plumbers. Center handler for the Swingers throws it away immediately, and a fast break is in. Aiden puts it. Garrett is wide open down the field. Oh, what a D by the Swingers to get it back and to keep this point alive. He picks up the disc and walks it to the front of his own end zone line with 70 yards to go. What magic can the Swingers bring to the table? An open side throw. Back to the center handler. But there's an inside break. And throws goes off. The field is broken wide open. To the middle and to the center handler. There's players streaking deep. It is tipped, but Isaac gets the block. Isaac centered it to Aiden, who winds up just to fake it. Throw to Chris G. Aiden jukes out his defender. Another downfield throw to Isaac. To streaking Chris G. Wide open, just shy of the end zone. Dumps it to Aiden, who dumps it straight back to him for the goal. Plumbers up 4-0. The Plumbers are currently up 4-0 coming out of the timeout. Aiden with the huge pull. And the Swingers receive the disc 10 yards in front of their end zone line, but they quickly work it up. Can they complete this point with a clean hold? That is the question. Another under. Another upline. Ooh, that is likely a foul, but it does not appear that he was aware. Aiden picks up the disc now for the Plumbers. High release backhand to Isaac, who swings it back to the middle for Garrett, who is looking for a reset. Swings it to Isaac, who swings it back to Garrett, completing the swing to Chris, who spots a streaking player for the Plumbers. Oh, but he bobbles it. And now the Swingers get a second chance. Second chance with 70 yards.
Interesting play they had for the Swingers. Like when they did the stack and they just ran out.
Oh.
That was pretty, I don't know.
They ran like a zipper?
Oh, they're just in the stack and they just spread out.
Oh.
I don't know how effective it was.
Oh, and it's put up. Oh, and what a huge block from the Plumbers. Center to Aiden, who puts it deep to streaking Chris, who toes the line in the back corner. And there appears to be some confusion over whether or not the disc was in. But from my perspective, VAR says it was in. It was in. Okay. It looks like agreement could not be established, so we are now counting that as a turnover. And the Swingers get another chance. Slowly working it up the field. He throws another backhand, but it is overthrown to the near sideline. Aiden is coming to pick up the disc on the near sideline with offensive players cycling across the field. Isaac receives in the center. Aiden streaks upline. Gets the disc with 5 yards to go. Can the Plumbers punch in another break and a scooper to the opposite side? And Chris punches it in. The Plumbers are now up 5-0. on the swingers. Fun fact, the Plumbers only have these 6 players, and they're looking to make it to the finals with only these 6 players.
They only have 6?
Yep. It is 2 minutes to half. Dominant performance so far by the Plumbers, who pulls it again. The score is currently 5-0?
5-0.
Currently 5-0. Center handler for the swingers picks up the disc. He uses his fakes and breaks the mark. The Plumbers continue to work the disc. Oh, but another throwaway, and Flav's head is in my way. Flavius, thank you. Aiden has the disc. He swings it back to the middle to Isaac. Isaac is nice, calm, and composed. And he throws it to Chris, who's not in. He throws a nice high release. Oh, but it was to no one. And the swingers get another chance to work 70 yards for a hole.
1 minute.
1 minute is the call until halftime. The swingers now have a little time pressure on their side. Another errant upline gives a short field turnover for the Plumbers. And the Plumbers look to capitalize. Oh, but Garrett could not haul it in. The throw that was maybe a tad too low for his liking.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. The swingers now look a little frantic. The center handler gets the disc. Will he punt it? No, he won't.
20.
And the punt goes off. It is a 1v2. He has position. Oh! And he did a layout. Isaac gets the disc. He's looking to punt. He throws it to Aiden. Aiden will punt it. The punt goes off. But it is short, and it's another turnover. Foul called. Foul called.
That's time. That's the half.
I guess fouls don't stop the clock. So that's time for halftime. And that is halftime with Plumbers in the lead, 5-0. In this semifinals,
Wait, what's stopping you from just fouling?
the star player for the Plumbers so far has been Aiden, who has been getting the disc nearly every other in this wonderful semifinal game on this Sunday afternoon. All right, welcome. This is our halftime interview with our interviewee Matthew and our star player on the Plumbers, Chris G.
I'm here with Chris Miner, second runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year in the D3 division. Very impressive player. So Chris, obviously being up 6-0 at half, that's very impressive. How do you think you guys are able to do that?
I think we've been working it through our handlers pretty well. They're playing 7 players. We only have 6 right now, so they're kind of like poaching in the deep. So it's kind of clogging the deep space. So we're just working it in the short unders.
And so we recently heard about the USAU Club Nationals final. Johnny Bravo has won everything. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, this is the first time hearing of it. That's quite an upset. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
the truck stops being
some may say Small Ball Ultimate is dead. But and just last question for you. There have been some allegations, about the number of club players on your team. What do you have to say to that?
Well, I would say there's really only 2 legitimate club players on our team, despite what everyone's saying. I think Garrett and Isaac are great players, but they're not on B team, really.
Oh, okay.
They didn't go to the tournament.
Well,
this
you heard it
weekend,
here,
so.
folks. No rule breaking.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
Chris.
My unbiased.
It was a pleasure to have you. Good luck in the second half.
Appreciate it, man.
And that concludes our halftime interview in this semifinals game on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. We will see you in the second half. The Plumbers are now coming out in the second half with a pole. They are currently up 5-0 with a dominant performance over the swingers. Aiden has the disc, signals for the pole, and here it comes. The second half of this second semifinal of the Georgia Tech Intramurals upper bracket. And the shot goes up. And the cameraman is faked out, unfortunately. by zoom button. Oh, and a jump ball. Oh! Oh! Can the Swingers get their first point of the game? Oh, and the throw was too low into the ground. Plumbers with yet another break chance to put this game way out of reach of the Swingers. Aiden with the disc. 70 yards to go. A huge under. And the shot goes up to Chris. And Chris is just shy of the front of the end zone line. Looking for options. Does he have options? To Aiden, who's still shy of the end zone line. And it throws it to Chris, who punches it in.
Yeah, I think so.
The Plumbers are now up 6-0. A fitting score considering they have 6 players and the Swingers have 7. Here we go. Score is currently 6-0. The Plumbers are getting ready to pull. And the pull goes off from Aiden. Huge pull. Putting the Swingers right in front of their end zone. This time, they do not have any easy first few throws. Aiden almost with the D. And another errant throw from the Swingers. The Plumbers have a short field to work with. Aiden requests to pick up the disc. And the throw to the open side to Isaac. Isaac fakes him out with the scooper to Chris. Chris with the high release back into Garrett. Just shy of the end zone line. And a push pass to Chris to seal the deal. It is now 7-0 for the Plumbers up. This game is looking very much out of reach for the Swingers. The score is currently 7-0. Aiden with yet another pull for the Plumbers. It is another huge pull that comes down deep into Swingers territory. And they center it to their center handler. What can he create? A huge underthrow. And it's centered back to the center handler, who's looking for yet another under option. And again, a huge underthrow. And another underthrow. And another throw. But Isaac intercepts the disc. And he throws a push pass. And that is a short field turnover. And the Swingers with a chance to punch it in for their first point of the game. And another block. What red zone defense from the Plumbers. And a fast break is now off. Aiden with the disc. Looking to punt it. And it goes. Can Garrett get to the disc in time? Can he get there? Yes, he can. That is yet another break for the Plumbers. 8-0.
Yeah, I agree. Like overall, their depth is better. Their depth is better.
And then you have 3 then.
Yeah. And then you have the one up.
That is the brother to brother connection. Garrett Meek and Aiden Meek.
We're talking strategy.
Can't quite remember what score I said, but I believe it is 8-0. Plumbers are yet again on defense, pulling off to the Swingers. And the pull goes off from Aiden. A huge pull, as always. Every reliable pulling to the Swingers.
They have one more now too.
Now the Plumbers have 7 players on the field now. What a grab! What a layout grab from the Swingers. Wait, it was down?
I think so, but
Well, the video assistant referee was not able to get a good angle on the throw, on the pass, and it appears that the consensus is that the throw was down, and it is a turnover. The Plumbers pick up the disc, and it swings to Aiden. Aiden with the disc. He throws to Isaac, who centers it back to Aiden, who throws to Chris. Chris now with the disc. And a throw to the front cone, and their new substitute, who has just taken the field, scores his first goal of the game. The 8-minute warning goes off, and now the Plumbers are up 9-0 on the Swingers.
Is Andy allergic to grass?
So apparently the mercy rule is that if you're up by 10 at any point, the game just ends. And they're 1 point away from the mercy rule. Aiden with the disc. The score is 9-0. Plumbers are up on the swingers.
They just won it, Mister.
And the disc goes off.
God, that is such a good goal.
What a beautiful pull. With such beautiful hang time. And it is in on the near sideline. The swinger center handler picks up the disc with beautiful orange hair. Gotta love to see that.
I hope you heard that.
Disc. Disc is swung. It is intercepted by the Plumbers.
Yeah, we get it.
The Plumbers centers the disc to Garrett. Garrett swings it to Aiden. Aiden with the deep shot. It is overthrown.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's there.
Oh, okay.
We gotta move it.
So do I have to move down there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it okay if I move after this point? Is it okay if I move after this point ends? Is it okay if I move after this point ends?
Can you move after the point ends? He's recording.
Nah, Rage is too heavy. He's gonna cave the entire thing.
Oh, it is a huge deep shot by the swingers. Oh, and it's their first goal of the game to avoid the mercy rule temporarily. The score is now 9-1. Plumbers. The swingers with their first pull of the game. Or maybe not their first pull of the game. The score is currently 9-1. The Plumbers receive the disc. The disc is centered to another Barry player. Garrett with the disc. And a block by a Swingers player. The Swingers with their first break opportunity of the game. The disc is centered. Can he find options to convert this break chance? And the shot goes up. And it is overthrown.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
I think I'll just have to go and film by hand. It's probably a little worse. Garrett with the disc, looking for options, but he can't find any. And it's blocked, and a short field turnover. The Swingers have a chance to convert this. The disc goes up, and it is another block. Aiden with the disc, with 70 yards to go. This is the first time the Plumbers have looked flustered this entire game. The disc goes to Aiden, who throws it under, and it's another block. And the Swingers have another opportunity. The 4-minute warning goes off, and a no-look backhand. And it's a, oh! It was out of bounds, it was out of bounds. It was out of bounds. Yes, it was a turnover. The Swingers need to play defense here. I don't know why they're just walking. The Plumbers swing the disc. The Garretts are still at their end zone line. Throw to Aiden. Upline a little too far. And the Swingers have another opportunity to punch in a break. And the shot goes up. But the flick is not completed. The disc is at the front end zone cone. Aiden with the disc. Can he find the options? The Plumbers are looking quite flustered at this point. A short up line to another Barry player. The disc is centered back to Aiden, who swings it to Garrett. Garrett with the disc to Aiden. Aiden to Garrett. Swings to Aiden. Aiden with the inside break. And the Plumbers are working it up the field. Aiden with a few yards to go and a hammer.
Yeah, hammer! Woo!
And this goes up. And that's it.
Wait, not it.
The score is 10-1. And the Plumbers are now once again 1 point away from activating the mercy rule. The Plumbers are 1 point away from the mercy rule. The score is currently 10-1. Aiden with the huge pull.
Yeah, I didn't really look at my count.
To the swingers. The swingers have narrowly avoided being bageled. Now the question is whether or not they can avoid being pretzeled. They slowly work it up the field. A swing to the center handler, who's looking for options. Short flick to an under. And a drop. The Plumbers with a chance.
Hammer or nothing! Hammer or nothing, Aiden!
And a huge flick blade that is incomplete. But maybe it was strategic. Look at how far that disc has gone. What a beautiful time-wasting strategy. Maybe the AUDL should put this into play. Oh, just kidding. They have discs on the sideline. The disc is being brought in at the front of the end zone line. 70 yards to go for the swingers. A short flick. Back to the center handler. What options can he find? He motions for a deep cut. And he punts it. To no one.
Hey, Isaac, upside down throws only!
Chris on the sideline is heckling his head off after being eliminated in the quarterfinals. Or actually no, he was eliminated in the semifinals. Chris G. Sanders. Oh, that's not Chris.
Throws only, Aiden!
Aiden has a disc. Aiden is taking the challenge. He's taking the challenge. Just a backhand to Chris. Chris is taking the challenge. Chris throws a blade flick to Aiden. Oh, there it goes with the hammer. Isaac with a disc, and it is caught. The score is 11-1. And I believe that is game by the mercy rule. The Plumbers win the second semifinal of the 2022 Georgia Tech Intramurals Ultimate Frisbee Division. The score was 11-1. Plumbers over the swingers.
I thought he just won that like striking shot. Yeah. I think it was nice.